everybody, it's Colleen here with Artwork by Colleen. So today I'm working on Stargazer Lily. It took me a while to come up with something. I think it's going to be a little bit kind of complicated, but so this is a dark pink that I have, which kind of looks red on the camera, but it's really more pink. However, I didn't think it was quite pink enough, so I'm adding this color to it, which kind of gives it this look. Then I took some of the maroon, which really made it look purpley, and I added some black to it for that deep, deep color of the scent. I didn't want it solid black, but I wanted it pretty dark, and this is what it comes out looking like. So I'm pretty happy with that. That's just extra black in case I need it. And it was also holding the flower up, who knew? Anyway, I'm just gonna use basically a little green and white to make a Skinner blend for this center stamen. I'm also gonna take some of the pink and just put some white in the middle and kind of sandwich it together for the little ends of the stamen of the flower. And then once I get these pinks mixed up, I'm gonna take the majority of this pink, mix it with a little white to make a Skinner blend, and then I'm gonna come and take this blackish maroon color along with some of the other rest of the pink and make two Skinner blends and then kind of pop them together. If you notice all these dots in here, I'm thinking about, I haven't 100% decided, but I'm pretty sure I'm going to get that effect, I'm going to use black thick glitter. Normally I add glitter to my stuff, which is really thin and it just sparkles. But I think if I use the thicker glitter, it might give me the look I'm looking for. So we'll see. First, I'm going to go ahead and mix up all the. Okay, I've mixed all my colors and I'm getting ready to make Skinner blends with these three. The reason that I have a lot more pink than white is because if you look here, there's a lot less white than there is pink. So I want it to kind of stay that way. So I'm hoping if I do it this way, it'll come out the way I want. So I'm going to make these three Skinner blends and I'll be back to show you the results. Here's just a little update on where we are so far. Okay, so here is the green center, the stem, stamen, whatever. And then all the little pieces that are going to go on top of that, they look like this. How I made this was I did a bullseye cane and then just flattened it out and made it smaller. This one, I did an accordion cane and then just flattened it out as well. I kind of like the way the green comes up there. Anyway, that's those two things. So I wanted to show you what I'm doing for this. I did the Skinner blend on these. I haven't thinned it out yet, but I'm going to cut it in two pieces because if you look at the flowers, they have white on the outside edges. So instead of doing a bullseye cane, I'm going to do an accordion fold, and then I'm gonna, after I accordion fold it, I'm gonna put the two dark sides together and then reduce it down, and that way I'll have theoretically the light on the ends. Let's see how that goes. So I'm gonna try this. I forgot to do it on this first piece, but I'm gonna try it on this one. I'm gonna do an accordion fold, but first I sprinkled some of the black glitter. I don't know if it's a good idea or bad idea. I suppose we'll find out. So I reduced it down, or I just accordion folded and I put the glitter in there. Is it a good idea? I'm not really sure. But since I didn't do it with this one, I am gonna go ahead and cut some space in there and put, what I'm doing here is just cutting some slices, sticking some glitter in it. Like I said, not really sure if it's gonna work or not. I always try to keep it real. I opened the drawer up to unseal it, and this is the mess I got. So I'm just winging it a little bit here. I'm just cutting little slices and then tapping it in here, putting some glitter in, and kabam, closing it up. Now, once I finish doing all this, I'm going to put these two together. That's going to become the petal, which I'm gonna have to reduce down. But before I do that, you can see here, it looks like a really dark line going through there. So I'm going to take a little bit of this kind of maroon color and I'm going to put it in there. But also I have to go and put the glitter in here first too. Let me just finish these first. Okay, so I'm going to push these two together because this is going to become the petal. And it's going to become a lot smaller because I wanted to make a pretty small flower because I really wasn't sure how this whole idea was going to work, honestly. And then I'm going to add this on. So that being said, I think I might take this and cut it down a little bit and go ahead and stick a little bit of this purple in there because, you know, why not? Just so I can keep the theme of that seam going, that it's kind of got a crease, if you will, down the middle. All right. One thing about working with glitter, it's freaking everywhere, but it's fine. Okay, so let's squeeze those open, push these together, if you can see what I'm doing here. These are going to become the petals, but how do I want to do it? Right here, I decided to go ahead and add pink to the edges because I wanted to keep the lighter color of the petals all the way down as it is in the picture. Okay, just to give you a, I had to redo, so you have to push it down to where the leaf is the dark on the bottom, working your way to the light on the top. Now, because of the way I had to squish it around and fix my mistake, I'm also going to come around and add just a little bit more of the light pink because the edge of the flower is definitely lighter than the inside of the flower. So because of that, I'm not doing it in like real perfection or you know, matching something exactly. I'm just adding a little bit more of the color in here because honestly it kind of just needs it. So I'm going to actually go here with it and up here, maybe a little more here. Remember, when you reduce it on down, you're not going to see all these imperfections. I say that all the time, but I kind of have to remind myself as I'm doing it because it pretty much looks hideous right now. Still, again, I'm going to have to come up with 5 petals. Now, the unfortunate thing about the way I had to reduce it and then kind of change directions and reduce it is that I lost a lot of the dark color on the bottom. But even so, I don't think I'm going to add the dark all the way to the end of the bottom just because I don't think I need to do that. I might add a little bit of the lighter color to this piece right here, because if you look at this piece right here, it's not any light on the edge. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. But if you look on the bottom, you can see it stops about here. Now, I don't want to lose the rest of this cane, so I'm going to continue to keep reducing it on down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I need about 10 inches because if I have 5 petals and the cane is 2 inches long, hello, 2 times 5 is 10. Easy math. All right. So once I feel I have the petals down pat, I'm going to start cutting them and hope for the best. Like I said, I'm not really sure what we're going to come up with, but we'll see soon, right? Okay. So let's see what we have. Oh wow, you don't see any. Ooh, you know what? I almost kind of like that jaggedy looking edge like that. I think it's pretty cool. Anyway, so there's the petals. Oh yeah, that's prettier than, that was sort of unintended, but I'm kind of loving it. So we're gonna start coming in here and fixing the petals up. Now, when I do that, I've got to pick one way that, if you look at it this way, you can see that this green has got to come up, and it's got to be actually shorter than the petals. So with that being said, I'm gonna have to reduce this down. Okay, sometimes I have no idea what I'm doing myself. It's a learn as you go project. So I'm gonna push this down. Right? No, wrong. Golly, some days. This is gonna be like this. Yeah, that's true. Okay, I'm gonna push this down. Give myself like a little gully. And now I'm going to take these ones that I reduced, the little centerpieces, and I'm going to cut it down to 2 inches. And that's going to go sit on top of there like that. Let's stretch it out. That's a good thing about using these softer canes. Now, because I want to have it look like there's flowers behind it, like give it more of a 3D effect, then I think I'm going to come in here and take some of this green that I've reduced down, put that in between here, like so. Cut it away. Pull it out a little bit so I can use it again. And I'm going to stretch this pink out a little bit more. Put it here. So you get the effect of the center of the flower, right? And then I'm going to put another green one here. And also, I'm going to get one more of those. Hang on. Okay, so I put the center back up. Now I've foreshortened this one a little bit so that it would kind of look like this one here. Is it going to look exactly like it? I'm not really sure. But what I am going to do is make a significant gully in it, like so that it can kind of have this stamen here, or the center. I don't know if that's what you call it, but whatever. Wrap around it like that. And then I'm going to have another one. I don't know what I'm going to do with that one yet. Come up one side of it, like so. Then for these two here, I think that I want to kind of cut this one in half and sort of split it up. I don't know how this is going to work, but I'm going to give it my bestest shot. This is a learn as you go for me just as well as you guys. So I don't know where it's coming from. So I'm just going to cut it right down the middle. And just remember, if I don't like it, I can always stick it back together, I hope. All right. So cutting it down the middle. There you go. That's something. And then we're going to kind of squish down here so we can sort of fit this flower petal around this central area so it looks like it comes up around it, right? I don't know. Was that going to work? Me, you know, maybe. Okay. And then for the final one, let's see how this is coming back together. Yeah. Okay. And now we have one more petal to put in there. I'm just trying to decide how exactly I want to put that petal in there because I'm not sure I want it to fit. Okay, well, I struggled with that last petal. I don't know that it's right, but I'm going to say that it's a Stargazer-ish lily. I think I still have problems putting this in and making it look 3D. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. If you did, like it. If you haven't subscribed, I'd appreciate if you do so. You guys have an awesome day. All right, so you can see here I'm done with the project, and right now I once again took scraps. If you look kind of closely, you'll see all the different colors, but I'm just looking for some kind of a muted tone to wrap this up with so that it sort of contrast with it, doesn't take away from the flower. I'm going to trim it off anyway when I go to make the flower, but I just wanted to show you the progress I was at and what I was doing, and all I'm doing now is simply filling in. Once I make this kind of circular and get rid of all, and define all these points, like kind of like that is there, then I'll go ahead and reduce it. All right, so here we go. We've got to that point. I feel like it's small enough. I'm just gonna roll it out in circles. As you know, you've seen a couple of my videos on how to reduce. I'm gonna reduce this out a little bit further. Like I said, I didn't do a very big one because honestly I wasn't sure about it. So I'm gonna reduce this out and I'm gonna come back to the final cutting. Okay, everybody, here we go, the moment of truth. Honestly, I'm scared. Here we go. Yikes. Well, I don't know, it's interesting. So it looks more like a crab, I guess. I mean, I don't know. Anyway, here's my try at... Also, the glitter thing didn't really work at all, did it? So that's a bad idea. Skip the glitter. And thanks for watching. You guys have a great day.